our colonial marines are fighting their way off of the station, their way being blocked by the remaining Black Ops team, and also their way off is the Blackguard's dropship. So they will have to find a way down, get in, and hope that there are not any more enemies on board. And then, maybe, they can return to the Tam-Tam.
Where's the elevator on this one?
It's not there. It ends in B deck. So you're gonna have to go down the stairs.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait.
But you said I was in the elevator cutting towards you.
You are correct.
Okay.
No, isn't this the elevator?
Yeah, so you're using this elevator. Yeah, fine. Okay, yeah.
Wait, but it's a different elevator?
There was one going down.
No, they
that's
are
wrong
lining up, but
sabotaged.
there's like,
Okay,
you have to
cool.
step from one elevator to the next here. So this is the one that's been sabotaged and that you're cutting into right now, because that's the one that goes down to sea level.
Okay.
That's good. That works.
Understood.
So the moment that we start going down, how long do you think about we would need to go down the elevator shaft?
It's a rappel. It's like 10 seconds getting open the door. That's gonna be the issue.
Yeah. And if you don't use the rope, it's even faster.
Let's not do that. An entire floor, however, depending on how you land. No, that's a bad idea. So we're rappelling down about 10 seconds. Let's give about 5 seconds to get the door open, something like that.
Basically, you can try and open the door from the inside with the electronics, and then you give the mark, and then I'll know when to throw the grenades, and we're good to go. No?
Sharp whistle.
You realize we
Yeah,
have
we can
comms,
click.
right?
Yeah,
You
right.
can click over the comms.
Just click it.
Click it.
Whistle
Sounds
the
good.
comms.
Because then you did get just like.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then the moment that goes off, you drop the grenades. I drop a grenade in their direction, so I know exactly where they are, and then.
They
Cooper,
can assault the
was
ship
it?
from
I think.
outside, yeah.
Pilots.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cooper, right? And then Cooper and one extra person rushes. Who is the extra person? Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
So, to reiterate.
We're in the elevator.
I'd like to go to be honest, because otherwise if they
Yeah.
rush up, we're screwed.
Weren't we gonna go in the elevator?
Okay.
First, disable the booby trap. Because if he's gonna run downstairs, that will need to be got.
Well, I need another survival roll to do that, or since I
I'm gonna,
It's his own
I'm
setup.
gonna go contact for that one.
Oh, okay.
We're smoke grenade team.
Or
on
no,
down the stairs.
do survival. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
Easily, you know exactly what you did. So
Yeah.
Take away the wire, put the pin back in, and just you can keep that
Okay,
grenade.
yeah, I'll put that back into my inventory, and I guess I'll use that other success to bump down one more stress.
Have I rested enough to take 2 health back?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yay.
Because it took quite a little while longer than foreseen. There was a lot of planning going on.
Down. Guys downstairs probably being like, what's happening?
What's keeping them?
In general, though, why would you give up such a perfect position just to come downstairs and meet him? Fuck.
True.
Because
But-
we're being starved and they have access to a lot of things in the scene.
We are in the mess hall.
Yeah, but you didn't go looking for food, so you have no idea what's there. It's probably gonna be some
Alright. So,
some dry packets.
There are crew cabins all around.
Mhm.
Somebody must be stashing some snacks. That's human nature.
focus. Focus.
Yes.
How are we rappelling down?
Do you have a rope with you?
Well, yeah, no.
I have a polymer climbing rope.
You do? Nice.
I do.
I don't.
But you have only one.
Counterweight.
Yeah, and it is 45 meters, so you have more than enough rope. Yeah, okay.
Or you cut the rope in 2 and you have 2 climbing ropes.
Well, if one person is holding the other person, then
They
it's
just
less
down,
chances of falling
Cut
in.
my bullets in 2. I'll shoot for it.
Okay, we're gonna do the rappelling first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which every person goes first, roll for
Well, it's
mobility.
your rope, so
I
you
will
want to
go
go first.
If we split the party, there's 2 parties.
Any bonuses because we are being assisted by each other?
Nope.
Oh.
It is assisted though. We're doing this together.
Just don't
No, I'm not gonna push it. I am gonna push this though.
No, you
No, I'm
can't!
panicking!
No!
Which is
6.
7,
Four.
4.
Deflated. You cannot push your skill rolls anymore.
it's the deflate is already the meme of the new rules.
And you fall.
No!
Into the fall, and you take 2 damage.
I have armor though.
Then you take 1 damage.
So did you just tell me watch and learn?
No, I did not. Alright.
I'm down.
Yeah, you get the wind knocked out of you. Like,
That's fine.
Oh no.
it's gonna have made a noise.
What was that noise?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
The investigation
I'm
music
gonna
starts
try
playing.
and rappel down. Wait, is that on agility?
Mobility.
Very important. How big is the elevator?
3x3
So
or 4x4. It's
is the elevator door doesn't match to the walls?
How do you mean? It's gonna be a little bit.
Is it a little bit smaller?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wally!
Is that your push?
That was my push!
Roll me a d6, please.
I'm gonna
On
take a
w-
damage first.
On 1 to 3, you land on top of it.
I would have gotten up already. No.
4,
Yeah, go far.
4 to 6, you land next to him. Okay. You also take 2 damage.
-1.
Armor negates, yeah.
Oh my god, ich try. Okay.
So you're both on your back in the shaft. Great plan.
We're totally not. I'm not saying anything because
I know.
We're going like,
just looking at it. Okay, scrambling up.
Right.
I'm gonna.
So these two are ready to go.
at least, you know, there's a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you all doing?
We're waiting for the signal.
Yep.
And the other 2 are getting out of the airlock and getting into position.
So what? Wait. So you are.
I'm
Who's rushing down the stairs?
the 2 of us.
And you are going together with Cooper.
wait,
on
yeah.
the-
You and Cooper
okay.
should be just running down the moment things go on.
Right. Yeah. We
Yeah.
just leg it directly to
Yes.
the ship.
Oh, you're also rushing.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
going outside then?
They're going outside. They're rushing over the hull towards the ship to get inside.
In this
Russell
position.
is
no,
zero
no,
G.
no, no.
Okay, they're
From
not
the inside.
From the
The
inside.
moment smoke goes up and everything
I don't
starts
think
going,
everyone
just
got
book
that.
Okay,
Just
I
run.
misunderstood that perfectly.
I think everyone misunderstood everyone else.
Yella, I'm gonna repeat to you. You are still wearing the compression suit. Okay.
Are we getting just up? Wait a minute. I second off.
I feel more at home in this suit.
Your agility is minus though, just saying.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I repeated it.
I know.
That's fine. He's not.
So-
he's not rushing to.
So they are waiting for your signal.
Yes.
The doors are still closed.
I have my contact thingy, so I'm gonna.
There is no way you're going to be able to reach it because the floor of the shaft is like this much
Wait.
lower than the door.
Can I try and use the rope to slightly raise him? Just.
Raise
Sure.
our weapons.
No.
A piece.
Please, yeah.
Actually, can I just get on one knee so he can stand on my leg and hold a grenade?
Okay.
And
A grenade?
I'm holding a grenade to chuck in when I give the signal.
Okay.
Just
Will you blow stuff up with me?
I will pop the question.
put that on your finger.
Put that back! Is that an open?
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Roll a mobility roll.
this is gonna go great. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. You climb on top of Quinn,
Okay.
and you are now at the correct level to contact the door open.
Take the door, come, take the door.
Don't get stressed.
I forgot my stress. Okay, cool.
And I presume the moment it starts going, it just goes because it gets
Yeah.
triggered. The moment
Yeah.
I hear the movement happening, I am pressing.
Okay.
I'm getting ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have
Yes,
a success.
yes.
I do have to resolve
Not 7,
this
not 7.
for 2. Why? Ugh.
Jumpy. When you push a skill roll, you gain +2 instead of +1. But you manage to open the doors
Okay.
and they start sliding open.
That's the moment it starts. It is signal, and grenade.
He's like, why are they being like this? Now I have to figure out it.
You have to admit, it's a great plan.
Sure, it's
And
good
so
plan.
far, it's going off without a hitch.
I'm gonna say, because you're rushing a bit with the doors opening, you're gonna have to throw with a -2. So ranged attack, -2.
Or you can wait until the doors are fully open.
Can I just do that?
Sure.
But then they've had like 3 seconds to
But I
see
am
the doors
immediately
opening.
signaling.
So we're throwing right away, regardless of what you do. He's throwing.
Okay.
Yeah, that is smarter.
Okay, throw your smoke grenades. Yeah.
So we can throw 2 grenades in the turn, right?
As established.
It's been
throws.
established.
Can I
There's a
do
precedent.
the smoke just into the room? I want to toss in a stun grenade, but away from the elevator.
That's gonna be with a -2 because you're gonna have to throw around the corner.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
Can't you just like bounce it off one of the walls?
That's what I have
That's
to
a
do.
-2, yeah.
Do we have to roll for the smoke?
Yes, two
You don't
rolls.
want this smoke.
This is gonna go so wrong.
I hope so.
I
It'll
fired
work.
We
one.
have to make a big move, so.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's just a smoke grenade.
So roll your stress response.
No stress whatsoever. I'm used to this going wrong.
So yeah,
But we're the idiots.
you throw it and it ends up like right at the bottom of the stairs. So there is a smoke screen, but it's not really going into the room.
Smoke screen
It's
for us.
actually coming up towards you.
It'll still be distracting.
Then you can roll for your other grenade.
-2, right?
Yeah, -2.
Why?
But I can't push it, that's the issue. Yeah.
That's the shakes. All your agility gets a -2.
This is going great.
You drop it. Everybody on the top of the stairs,
You drop.
roll stamina.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Really?
So that's
This was too good to be
That's
true.
all of us.
Is that what happens when you have the shakes?
No, he rolled, failed.
Ah, that makes sense.
But that, yeah.
I'm sort of happy we weren't the
that's-
only
You can
ones
roll
who
that one
failed,
if you want.
though.
I
Reroll
will
it.
need
It's all not looking good.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna fail this absolutely for certain.
Please don't.
We had a plan.
Nope.
Okay.
Yes!
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it.
There's one thing I'm known for, it's my stamina.
Yay!
Hey!
Oh.
Alright,
stress
stress
response,
response. 4, 5, 4, 1.
Tunnel vision. Wits gets a -2.
Okay.
So it drops like on the second step and it goes off and you jump back and you get and like just like that little bit of an electric shock.
And then I guess we start running.
Yeah, this is before the moment that I hear the sound of the grenade hitting the ground, I'm chucking mine through the door.
Okay.
1. Yeah, cool.
Success.
Okay. So that's 3 base damage.
Bit of a hiccup, but it should be fine.
We had a bit of a rocky start.
You hear one scream.
Okay, that's fine.
Now we draw initiative.
Okay.
I'm rushing in and shooting the first target I see.
You rush down the stairs because you're still upstairs. Give me a -2 mobility roll.
Because of the smoke.
Because of the
I assume.
smoke.
Yeah.
It's blowing up.
You got this.
Yeah.
No, you don't got this.
Push, push.
Push it.
Yeah, success.
Okay. So yeah, you reach downstairs. What do you want to do? You come downstairs and yeah, the smoke was clearly just coming all up, and it's a bit misty, but you can still see they have thrown up a barricade in front of the airlock doors towards the shuttle.
Wouldn't just so happen to have got them the moment they went like, should we go and take a look?
Towards the shuttle.
And there's 2 people. You can in partial cover. You can see, And there's a bunch of dead bodies on the ground in black armor.
That'll work. I'm shooting one of the people in partial cover.
Okay,
So that's a -2 again.
that's a -2.
Nope.
Keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was worth it.
A success.
You have such a powerful throw.
You pushed it very good.
I just go.
So you hit one, and you see the head just like disappear behind the barricade, and no movement anymore.
Works for me.
ooh. I think that was one of the ones that was already wounded, maybe?
Oh, very well then.
Roll for ammo.
No stress
fine.
whatsoever.
All right.
I keep seeing the dice.
Exact same move. Run through the smoke.
Mobility roll.
Take almost from the hip shot with the mobility. That is.
I don't want to be a jerk, but you
Really
said
small.
it was there's smoke, but he's also wearing that really weird suit. He has smoke and the suit
I have a
working
-4
against
at the moment. I know.
Yes. It has been deployed.
him. Oh wow!
Hey.
All right. I'm going to use this to relieve stress.
Okay.
One.
So you get down there, and you see the same thing, only there's only one guy in partial cover.
Okay, just quick shot at the person. He's in a partial cover, or is
That's
that
a
minus
-2
two.
on your ranged
so
combat.
8 dice. Okay.
It was still pretty good.
We're gonna come out of the elevator. They're all gone. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
damn it. I mean, it was a great start.
one.
Yeah, let's add that stress again.
Oh.
So. Okay.
Very stressed out then.
Okay. It's 3 plus 2
Is 5.
-3.
-3. Okay, jumping. Yeah. +2 stress instead of 1
If you push.
if you push. Yeah.
So not now.
Okay. So that is 1. That means 2 damage.
And roll for ammo.
Yes.
And armor piercing.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay. And then I guess we're both out in the open, the bottom of the smoky staircase.
Exactly.
And
Hang.
so we are supposed to just be sprinting right on through.
Yes.
But
So-
there's a barricade.
Yeah. So I'll have to use 2 quick actions to, move into and then pass the barricade anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
That or
Okay,
stop
so
and
that's 2 mobility rolls, 1 to get down the stairs and 1 to get over the barricade.
Okay. And that's a -2 for the stairs, right?
Yeah, visibility.
So
Huh.
see through the smoke or something.
I can only roll my stress die basically then.
Oh.
Is it
My
yeah,
agility is 2, so
That's unique.
the modifier is no actual black dice, just the 1 stress die I have.
That's a very unique moment that I don't think we've had before.
Can I push it?
Yeah.
And I have 2 yellow dice.
I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. On
Hell
pure,
yeah.
on pure adrenaline.
Yeah, no, the tunnel vision really
Yeah,
kicks
yeah.
in, and he's just like booking it down the stairs, and then another one to
Yeah, but that's
at normal.
unmodified. Yeah.
There we go. 2 successes.
What?
Wow.
You're just hurdle jumping
That's a whopping.
across.
Yeah,
So you're
Well,
at the airlock door
yeah.
behind the guy. So you're past the one guy that's still in cover there.
Yeah.
You can see the dead body of the other one that's been shot.
Yeah.
Just-
Just
This
for
is doing
fun.
up like-
Just for fun, I'm gonna take the show off stunt. So he does like a nice little like 360
Yeah.
spin over the barricade as he jumps it.
We are missing a person though. Commander is probably in the ship.
Or next to your elevator.
No, because we could see 2 people in their partial cover and.
We're missing 1 person.
There's a whole deck and ship.
Anyway, it's Cooper's turn.
Cooper does the same thing, I guess. I'll just need 3.
Push it. Can he push it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Bummer.
Oh, okay. So Cooper missteps on the stairs, falls down, takes 2 damage.
Okay.
Already
-1.
negates. Yeah. So they go like.
But they're downstairs.
Yeah, but that does mean, because it's stairs, they will have to get up from their prone position, which is an action.
Mhm.
So they'll be standing
Oh, out in the open.
next to you guys,
Exposed.
out in the open. Yeah. Yeah, you shot the Marine that's going next. The other guy, the commander.
Oh, where's the missing guy? Okay.
We don't know where he
No,
is.
there's no missing
There's
guy.
three.
I don't know.
There's 2 left. Commander and
Yeah.
regular guy.
He turns to Hank and he is gonna shoot.
No! Bodyguard! Oh no, wait, he's on the other side.
I think I'm too far for the bodyguarding.
I've been.
Am I within short range?
No, you're not.
I don't think so.
You're
No,
on the
you're not
other
in short
side of the
range.
barricade.
Yeah. 1 success. So that is.
But you have armor.
Damage 2.
Okay, so
And that is armor piercing. So that is 2 damage.
It's that damage, so it is 2. Yeah.
Not Cooper.
How much health do you have?
And he didn't aim, so he is going to use his second action just to get into cover from you. He's like gonna move around the corner, so he's still behind the barricade, but also around the corner from you.
Okay, tell me where that is.
Somewhere in that hallway, and he's you ran past him, so you're at the airlock door. So he's gonna try to move. Oh,
You're in this elevator.
yeah,
Here's
you're
the
in this
barricades.
elevator. Yeah.
So we come up behind the barricade.
Well, let's say the barricade is.
Aw, come on.
He's behind the barricade, but he won't be able to shoot at you because he's gonna move into this hallway over here.
Would that mean he is visible though to us from that angle?
So for you, he's gonna be partially in cover.
Okay. It's very
Same for Hank. He's gonna be in partial cover for you.
Okay.
GM, were they smart and did they also barricade this hallway? Because
Will you stop giving him
I mean,
ideas?
they probably
Honestly?
they probably would, right?
No, they didn't. That's a narrow hallway, and they would see you move in there. So
Well, I have to move out of the elevator. So that's a fast action.
that's an action.
And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna shoot at the commander.
Okay,
Who's
with a
in partial
-2
cover.
because in
That's
partial
minus
cover.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, but this math should
Still a lot.
math. I cannot push because I'm jumpy, right? I mean, I can push, but then I take 2 straight hits.
So.
Yeah. At this point.
Die!
Uh,
3 successes.
That's a
Deflated.
6.
Oh.
Frantic. All skill rolls based on strength get a -2.
Okay, so I get a little frantic, but I do have
Yeah. So that's 3 damage unless you
3.
want to conserve ammo.
3, 4, unless I want to do that. No, I'm gonna go with 4, and then I'm just gonna roll for that.
All right, you have a smart gun.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart gun, armor piercing.
So I do lose 1. I do need to reload because I rolled a 1, but I do 4 damage, armor piercing.
So you have 3/4 of your ammo left. 3 out of 4.
Yeah. That person is gone.
Yes.
Yeah. You.
I go like ah!
Yeah. You empty your clip in him.
Yeah, basically.
That was the commander, right? Or
Yeah. That was the commander.
This is
Yeah.
so professional.
So we are still missing one person, and then there's still the pilot.
No, I think I did my math wrong.
I think the pilot may have been one of the 6.
We don't know if there's a pilot. We have no idea.
There should be a pilot.
We don't know.
There might be one left, there might not be. My math might be off. There's no more than 1 left. My math wasn't that bad.
Well, no less than 1 left.
Hang on, we killed
Yeah.
3, and then we killed another 3. No, they're gone.
We killed 3.
There's one left.
We killed 2.
Let me say this: the 6 guys you heard
Yeah.
are all dead.
Okay. But maybe on the ship there's like 12 and a xenomorph. You know, we don't know that.
Exactly.
No. Okay, that means now it's my turn. I am on one knee, so I need to first get up, and then I'm just moving out of the elevator.
Yeah. Because you were on his shoulders. You could just step out. You're gonna have to do a mobility roll to get out of there.
That's fine.
Get the L out of the elevator.
Elevator. Just cannot get out for the life of me.
Yay!
Hey.
So you're standing there. There's a bunch of dead bodies around. Smoke that goes into the wrong direction.
Do I still have some movement left, or
Yeah, sure.
I want to just get over the barricade?
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. At this point, you have all the time in the world to get over there and yeah, get to the other side. So yeah, airlock door still closed.
Oh, I did it.
Thank you. All right.
Now we're passing
No,
around
Cooper
characters.
stays with you. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Nice
I still do
try.
the rolls, but okay.
No, the initiative just switched.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only
okay.
the initiative that's switched. So
Sweet.
yeah, so I'm guessing Hank is gonna open the door. Oh no, Hank still has
Hank's
4.
number 4.
Oh.
So
So you switch with Cooper.
Then I should switch with Hank for the record.
Yeah.
okay.
That seemed the most logical thing to me
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
I am confused, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, all right.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
Hank opens the airlock door, rifle ready, and hits the button, hoping nobody decides to shoot him in the face from the other side.
On the other side of the airlock is a dropship. You recognize it. It has the same interior as most of your dropship. It is a different type. It doesn't have the cargo bay for the APC. It's crew. So there's a lot of chairs there, like on both sides of the ship. Can't see anything.
All right.
Well, anyone can
Yeah, I
see
was gonna
anything.
say, seeing that at least the entryway is clear, Hank motions everybody to move up and sweep it through.
So are we gonna stay in combat?
That's
Should
what we want to know.
Okay, let's do an opposed observation roll. So according to the new stealth rules, it's not an action. You can roll your stress, but you don't have to resolve any facehugers.
Okay, not it, because...
Thus, I have.
I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, and you can, according to the new rules, all roll. for this.
Do we
And
have
the-
to all roll? Because...
You don't have to, and the best roll counts.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So if I roll abysmal, but everybody else rolls good.
Okay. Quickly.
You have
1,
2.
2. 2 for Lucas.
Okay, go.
Just not resolving the face huggers, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Just successes. I need to know successes.
No, worse than you. Still, our best bet is still 2.
0.
Okay.
And so you.
Did it again.
Oh, you are so... You're doing so well, too.
That counter is gonna be great.
Yeah, okay, so that's
So
2
two
successes.
is our
that's
best
just
bet.
2.
Does that mean he can choose to push now or not?
No, it's fine because I rolled no successes.
Oh, okay.
Which means that you spot movement in the cockpit.
So but we're not in there yet.
No, you're in the back of the ship. So you at this point have a choice. You can see there's movement in the cockpit. There's somebody there.
Can I speak
Sure.
instead? I'll just say, it's clearly over. I've had it up to here with fighting people who are supposed to be on our side. Give it up.
So instead of ambushing, you said, I'm here!
There's one person left. These Blackguard serve the same government as we do.
If he
It's a
pushes the
person.
self-destruct button, I will haunt you.
Okay.
There
I
shouldn't
will
be a
hunt you as well,
self-destruct
because I'll
button on
also
a
be
ship.
dead.
I mean, we
Okay.
have jarheads on these ships.
Do you wanna redraw or swap initiative?
For me, it's fine.
Would
Okay.
anybody like the 6?
Hank has the one?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear him say it, and you can hear from the cockpit.
They're prepared to die for it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any. They're not in a. They're not leaving any prisoners, so why should we?
What are you gonna do?
Flick the safety off and. Wait, do I still have that? I do still have that one electroshock grenade, actually.
Are you gonna throw it in the cockpit though? Is that gonna fry stuff?
I mean, if it does, we could probably fix it. Whereas, we're going to be probably less able to fix, bullet holes in anything in the cockpit.
That is true.
That is true too.
Much rather.
Yeah, because if you remember, the cockpit in those dropships is not very big. It's like a glass canopy
Yeah.
with 2 levels of chairs.
Yep, so, yeah, I'm going to just ease the door open and roll the electroshock grenade in.
Well, the door is open
Oh, it is
because
open?
because otherwise you couldn't have seen the movement.
Oh, true.
So you can't throw.
Gently roll it in, yeah.
Okay, that's a ranged combat.
Okie dokie.
might want to push
I think
that.
I will.
I think that's very efficient to push.
Yes.
That is one success. Okay, so you throw it in there and you can hear your. Let's roll stop now.
I am gonna file a complaint against Lucas though. He has to stop screaming, "It's over, I have the high ground." Because it's clearly not working.
Becoming a problem.
We're fighting our colleagues
I know.
again.
You can also hear when you throw it in, like a body thud, like somebody throwing themselves out of the way.
That's not good.
My turn over and done.
Yeah, and now it is their turn.
But they're prone, so they have to get it back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! That's so many dice!
Oh, I don't like it when you throw that many dice.
You hear.
No!
Are you all together? I'm guessing you're all together.
I was never in there yet.
Who's all already in there?
I'm in there.
I'm gonna guess I'm in there.
I'm definitely in there.
I'm only right behind the barricade.
Okay, so you three
These guys are nuts.
see a grenade. And it goes off.
Can they dodge?
Sure. I haven't told you what it does, so yeah, you can dodge if you want to. Still means you're in the same zone. So I'm not sure for a grenade if it's gonna make sense to dodge.
Can they dodge right outside the airlock though?
No, because that would be a movement.
Yeah, I'm going to add another question to this.
Sure.
Well, can I bodyguard this?
Bro.
Can I catch the
Yeah.
grenade?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Whoa! Don't both bodyguard the grenade. You're gonna bump heads and then nobody's gonna.
Okay. What do you want? You want to throw yourself on a grenade?
I want to get between the grenade and these two, and catch the brunt of it.
Okay. Give me a mobility roll.
It's not gonna be good because I have -2.
So
because of the
that's
suit.
a fast action. You'll lose.
Come on.
You have one success.
1. I don't know how this works. Do I need
No,
more?
that
Do we
works.
can-
That means you throw. You're gonna stand in between them and
Yeah.
you take full hit of
Yeah.
the blast, which is 4 damage.
Okay. that
You
means
have 1 armor,
3 damage
so
to me.
3 damage. Yeah. Let's see explosive decompression.
Goody gumdrops.
What did that mean?
That means the ship is kaput.
I just heard everybody sucking vacuum.
The
to their
umbilical is at
shit.
least. Yeah.
What is
Something
meaning?
so,
What is
right?
meaning?
You had the
That was a
drop on
crinkling
him.
sound just now.
Oh,
Why did we not ambush him?
yeah.
How would the ambushing have worked for a guy in a cockpit? He's not gonna
Grenades.
come out suddenly.
Wrestling him down?
That's not.
You want me
ambush
to?
is
You want me
weak
to
for
roll it,
someone.
or is somebody else gonna roll it? I need someone to roll 1 stress die,
Not me.
and otherwise I will roll here in secret.
Yeah, you can do it.
Do one higher
All right.
roll.
If it's good, that's all thanks to me. If it's bad,
It's
not.
my fault. It's my fault.
it's not my fault.
No.
Hull is breached.
No!
So, that is bad news for everyone. The air will vent out into space at a rate of 1 stretch per affected zone. So that's 10 minutes for the cargo area. The intense drop will require everyone to make a stamina roll on their turn to perform any action. Stamina is not an action. Most ships will automatically seal off a breached zone. Once the air is gone, anyone still in the vented zone will suffer the effects of vacuum. Give me 1 stress die.
Well, they're wearing a suit, right?
He's wearing a suit. I'm not sure if anybody else is wearing a
He's
suit.
wearing a suit. You have something for that as well.
Yeah, I have something that like can help, but it's like again not a dedicated compression suit, so it's not really made for
long
extended
stays.
space travel.
But it's good enough not to insta-die.
Correct.
But you're not wearing it, I think. You'd have to put it on, which is...
I feel like
I
you said in
I
the beginning
feel-
that you did
Yeah,
say
he
it.
Yeah.
said it
Yeah.
a few times that he was
Okay.
wearing it.
Then you have it on. Yeah.
Oh, spinning hands.
Yellow, at this point, roll your air supply.
Okay, that's 4. I lose 1.
Yeah, it's 3 now. Okay. If you are wearing your suit, then you also roll your air supply. That's fine. Okay, so At the end of this round, the airlock will close for safety reasons.
And you're all inside.
These three are inside. You both said you're not inside. Lucas, your turn.
This guy threw a grenade. He's in the ship. What a insane.
He's in the cockpit.
Yeah. Still the ship.
At the end of this turn, the cockpit door will also be closed.
It's not a usable ship anymore.
That's great
so-
for that guy, I guess. So, how far away from the airlock are we?
You're not that far. You can run outside if you want.
Can I assist someone to make that trek as well?
No.
Running is your only option.
I'm changing my mind as to where I should run.
In theory, you can swap your card.
I can run to the cockpit.
The hold-off action is not very good for indecisive people.
I'm not holding off.
It works, does it not?
The place to get this situation settled is the cockpit.
How?
How?
I don't know, there's probably some command somewhere, close the breach, do whatever.
It's still a hole in the hull.
We need to get out of this ship. We can always fix it later.
It's not a huge hole. It's repairable.
The ship is still repairable. If we don't, he'll be in the cockpit with air and he'll fly off and we'll be stuck here.
I'm getting into the cockpit.
Okay.
I use one quick action to run there. Do I see that crazy guy?
You see a woman in full gear.
Oh, a woman. I cannot shoot a woman.
What? That's sexist.
I can't shoot robots and women.
I've been playing with you before. You can't shoot anybody.
Sure, I'll, since he was so eager to die, I'll try and lend him that favor and excuse me.
Yeah.
And I will shoot.
Okay.
Try to aim through.
You can't aim because you
Yep.
moved.
1, 2,
Push.
3. You have 3.
You have 3.
I'll push.
Oh, okay.
I want more.
I must have more.
Finish the job.
Yeah, we just need this to be done in one shot.
Okay, whatever. Two more. That is 6.
6 is frantic.
I thought for a second
All
it was
your
going to be the 7.
All your strength rolls have a -2.
6 damage. Armor piercing.
I think she did.
Yeah, she's done. She is done. She had. Let me just check. Yeah, she's done.
What a heroic move.
That's an insta kill.
File your complaint.
You took some. Wow, that's
Jelle.
great.
Air supply? Something
You
else.
fired at somebody
In a cockpit.
in a cockpit. If it's a face hugger,
Don't take this away from me. Okay. It's so
This
going
is
to be
the
a
point
face
where
hugger.
you use a story point and say, no, I don't
Yes.
have to roll this actually.
Is that where yeah. I'm completely forgetting about
Because
those as well.
no.
No?
Then I'm rolling it. It's actually a GM roll.
Okay, cool.
So
Just roll
either
it.
roll
Go.
your d6.
Let's go.
Ah!
You puncture
No!
the canopy of the ship.
That should be easily pluggable, right? Just put like a finger in it.
But you did kill the one remaining marine. Roll your air supply.
I have so many mixed feelings. Okay. 3. I lose 1. Oh.
Yeah. You are breathing so heavily that you used your.
Talk about the shaky hands.
Right. So yeah, the station is at this point secure. The shuttle is not.
And then the door's closed to the
But
cockpit.
Not
you
yet,
can
not yet.
give me all your cards.
Really?
Wait till.
I get
wait.
out of the cargo hold without issues.
Yeah.
Still feels very high stakes.
How about?
Oh, yeah.
How about those
It
two?
can be high stakes without initiative order.
Yeah.
Because you two
s-
should as well.
You completely shut up the ship. The doors will close, so it's now your decision if you're gonna stay in the ship for repairs or not.
Well, can't we open doors later to repair it?
Yeah, sure.
So maybe come out first and regroup and.
Yeah,
you know.
maybe you should be able to walk towards the airlock, right, and then use it properly.
Just get out of the
It's-
ship.
it-
Get out of the
it's-
ship.
It's a double P's, isn't it?
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
thing
the
is
external
gonna
arrow.
that thing is gonna close.
Yeah, but when it closes, we should be able to use it properly as an airlock,
as
right?
an airlock. Yeah.
Yeah, then you should be able
Okay,
to walk out.
I'll just leave screaming curse words at the top of my lungs.
We will get the ship fixed.
Wait,
Okay.
after extracting the data, shouldn't the station's comms have unlocked?
You can certainly unlock it and
There we go.
use the comms. Yeah.
Should be able to use the comms. Somebody should send a ship over in 3 days, and then we can leave.
That'll take 3 days. I will be
Yeah.
vulnerable here.
Somebody will send another
Hit squad.
like stealth ship with another
take 3 days
group
as
of,
well.
of Blackguards.
We're doing this all over again.
Well, no, because the one who sent the message was probably the android, right?
Yeah.
Seems
Can
logical.
you hack into that ship that you got and
Wait.
see if you can get his plans out of there?
Wait, hold on. That should mean that we have 6 days either way, because it would take for the people that we just fought, it would take them 3 days to go back and report. After 3 days, they will know they didn't return and send a new squad, and that would also take 3 days.
You realize they can also just radio in their success or failure.
True.
Well, we can repair this ship
Can
in
we
less than
imitate
3
their
days
voice
and
and
get
go
out.
like,
Yeah.
All good.
the mission went fine.
Secured.
All good here.
Everything's everything's fine up here.
TK41.
Don't worry about it.
How are you?
How's the kids?
Boring conversation anyway.
Look, we're gonna have company. Anyway,
What are you going to do?
Sasha is gonna sit the fuck down because lots of stress.
That's a good start.
I vote if we repair the ship, we can just fly out here before anybody else gets here. Then again, this still is, a station of considerable value. We should call this in, right?
Yes.
That something happened here.
We can do boats.
We can call it in after we're gone.
Yes. Do you think you can repair it or hand it over to somebody who can then try to repair the ship?
There's another suit with a fresh supply somewhere in this
You can
deck.
you can also top off your supply.
Yes.
Oh.
That was
Fair.
my thought process.
Can our civilian friends help?
I
I'm
can
gonna go
certainly
check them
try.
out. Is any of them injured? What do they want to do? Because do they want to stay on the ship or not? Depending on how many shares they want to keep or not.
Yeah.
They're probably just gonna stay. They're gonna demand that you open comms back up again so they can continue their work.
That's fair.
And they actually want to have you out of there as fast as possible. So
Well, we just need to repair the ship because it's not flyable, but as soon as the ship is flyable, we will gladly
they
leave.
will have some supplies that you can use to patch the ship up.
Yeah, and I think if there has to be like heavy machinery and contact roles, like actually probably Hank and the second lieutenant would probably be the best ones to do that as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be heavy machinery to block those holes.
Okay.
So 2 rolls.
All right. Well, let's see. Hank's got a great heavy machinery.
Yeah.
Got a maintenance jack, which gives me a bonus to rolls for heavy
I think
machinery.
it's +2. Yeah.
I think this is the right amount.
I have a cutting torch if you should need
I
it.
will probably need that too, actually,
I
at
think
some
these are
point.
5.
Seems like the kind of thing that would require
you're
some
gonna
cutting.
have to choose because you can't do and a cutting torch and a maintenance jack at the same time.
Oh, they're not stackable. Okay.
No, like
They
you
have,
have,
they
you
have
only
the
have
same,
2 hands. you
Yeah,
know?
they have the same bonus, and I think, and one has a
good.
power supply, so I'll just stick with the maintenance jack then.
No, the maintenance jack has a +1.
Oh, okay.
I think they might have changed that one.
That's an easy
okay.
choice.
Then yeah, I guess I'll take the cutting torch.
Okay. It still had a power of 3, so you have to roll power first.
Okay.
That's
No
fine.
power loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 successes
Wow.
there.
Awesome.
And I'll just go ahead and throw in that banked
Yeah, and
one from earlier
that's
as well.
enough successes to patch both holes.
Nice.
Takes a couple of hours to repressurize the ship. It's like a little bit of tension, like is it gonna hold, is it not gonna hold? You can hear the creaking of the ship, but yeah, it's fine. The holes are plugged. So yeah, the ship is now at your
You said
Disposal.
a couple of hours, so we can
yeah.
relieve
you can,
all the stress.
you
and
can
all
To
rest.
regain health instead.
Let's get back home and get back into those
We
monsters.
should check the wreck of our first ship because the ship might still be on there with the data.
Perhaps. We could try that.
It should be not too far away from the.
If we won't do it, we'll be getting sent back to check for it anyway. I'd rather do it right
Yeah.
now.
Then,
Can
because
we
you are
talk
wearing
on
your
our
own
own
thing,
ship?
right?
Mm-hmm.
I will put on then the second
Yeah.
suit and go with you to go and check. Because I also have the 0G training. So.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you checking?
If the data is still on
If
our
we can
other
still
ship.
find the records of record sure.
It's floating somewhere.
Oh, maybe the ship is intact. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Hopefully enough of the cockpit survived that it's just kind of floating around in there, perhaps.
Yeah.
Your own ship.
Yeah.
The data.
That's pretty much destroyed.
Blasted
Yeah,
to
you
bits,
can
huh?
have you can see pieces floating around the station.
How thoroughly?
Drive somewhere, perhaps.
How thoroughly did you delete the data? Can we retrieve the deleted data, or is that not a thing?
Zero versioning control.
I'll defer to Arne on that one.
The
Like,
deleted data on the station?
yeah.
I think you did a pretty thorough job.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you know?
But shouldn't the chip that you took from the synthetic at
Yeah.
least show that we did retrieve it to a degree?
I mean,
Also, he's probably the one, the synthetic, that sent out the message that called the team
I'm
here.
confused
So
though. His message was to UPP,
mhm.
and these Blackguard are on our side.
well, maybe the UPP.
Or I
The,
think.
they. You keep thinking the Blackguards are on our sides.
That doesn't mean they're on the UPP side.
No, but
They share a shoulder patch with us and a uniform.
can you like look at the chip and see if you can get the mission log out of there?
Yeah, probably we might need like an
Yeah.
SSDD or something. If there's one on the station, be happy to. We could probably take a
A
look.
diagnostic device. Yeah, I guess you'll find one on the station. They have androids. They need some maintenance.
Okay.
Creative thinking.
All right, so probably a contact roll.
Yeah, but if you wanna decrypt the brain of the android, that's gonna be a -4.
Can I
yeah, that's
try
very
to
hard.
assist with my contact?
You can assist, yeah, for sure.
Only one person can assist, right?
If you have contact, you can go up to 3 persons.
Okay, I can assist too.
Oh.
I can like hold wires back and stuff for you. I
So
can-
mine's
also assist.
1.
This
That's
is
an
like pair
assist.
programming.
This is an assist.
I will
This is an
repair
assist.
people.
Okay, you're done
This will
with.
be from the electronic tools.
Okay. Well, you could push it.
I definitely could. Yeah, I think I will.
One, two, three.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
So what do you want to know? What do you want to find? What are you looking for?
Well, first of all, what this, who is this android supposedly registered to? Check its data logs for like the last 3 days and see did it send the message, and if so, are there any, like UPP decryption keys or ciphers in his memory that we could use to help decrypt any future messages?
So you can find out that he's assigned the name Zep Holland, and he is registered to the UPP. You can find the logs, and he was indeed the person who sent out a message to the UPP. What else do you want to know?
If there were any decryption keys or any other, cryptological information that could help us either track down or at least, like maybe help in the war against the Proggies here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That way we don't return empty-handed.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you find that too. You find the decryption for the data burst that he sent out, and it was a message that said he found or intercepted a US CMC message, a high value, and that he was gonna copy it and try to get it to them.
There's a copy. Where are his quarters?
I would say,
We have a couple of hours. The ship is pressuring.
Yep.
let's
Pressurizing.
see,
Nice one.
this one. This one was his quarters.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into his quarters. Give me a observation roll.
I'll go and check out the power room.
I have 4 total. Somebody else is probably better, or can we all roll?
Well, I'm
You
resting.
can assist.
Oh.
I'm resting to regain 3 health points. So
I think I
I'm
can
just
I
rest
can
yet.
look for stuff.
I will assist you, and so you can get 1 more.
Okay.
Okay.
1
Success. Is
Okay.
it, do I find something?
You do find something. Yeah. All the beds are like bunk beds built into a wall, and you can see there's like a panel that's like a little bit loose.
Nice.
And when you take it out, you find some sort of drive, a memory drive.
It's like in the movie Conclave, which I said.
Let's
Maybe
check
no,
it
maybe no
first,
one else.
if it is really what we need.
Yeah, and if you check it, you will find the same. Well, it's an encrypted message. You can't read what it says, but you go and if you show it to Hank, he will say like, "Oh yeah, that's the message." Yeah, that's what I copied.
I high five you. Like, well done.
And I suppose that when all this is said and done, you will return to the Tam Tam.
Yeah. With a different ship than we took.
Yeah.
With a better ship to go for.
This has a cloaky thingy.
Yeah.
Well, it's more
Cloaky
like
thingy.
stealth test coating on the outside.
Cloaky thingy.
I think we should also grab the 6 corpses.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be like, hey,
That's gonna
they
smell after 3 days.
let's just take the tags and leave the bodies. No? Do they have tags?
Yeah, they do have
Everybody
tags.
has
Yeah,
tags.
they're different. They're black.
We can back them up, right, and just take them.
It's gonna smell after 3 days.
Also,
No,
you
it's-
do notice when you take those tags that they have the names on there. They all sound like weapon names.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
I'd say we just
So
bag them.
all of them suspiciously have the middle initials AW.
We're not leaving
Yes.
6 corpses on in these people's.
I am not sharing a ship with 6 smelly corpses.
We've already shared the ship with our own smelly selves.
Can the medical doctor please explain what happens to a corpse after 3 days?
Was his suggestion, just saying.
3 days should be okay, actually. We should probably cool it down a bit and not put everything at 25 degrees, but if we put like, say, 10 to 12, should be good for 3 days.
Wait, we put all of us at 10 to 12?
Well, do you have a cargo bay and a separate crew bay?
The thing is, it's more of a cruise ship than
Yeah.
a cargo ship. So it does have some compartments where you can stock stuff, and then the rest is more like, it's a lot more comfortable than the ship you came home there with.
No, that's fine. Let's take him. These people should not be disposing of bodies.
True.
That too. So we can put them in a different compartment, close it off, lower the temperature there as much as possible, and then we can get going.
So yeah, another 3-day trip back to the Tam Tam, and Lieutenant Casados is eagerly awaiting your arrival. So she's standing in docking bay the moment the airlock closes. The ship comes to a standstill, and she's looking at that like, something's different.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
And you step outside, and she says like, I have a feeling it didn't go as planned.
True, but the good news is none of us died. We got the mission, we even got a little extra, and we didn't die, which was harder than you think because they, like 6 Blackguards tried to shoot
And
at
they
us.
were ready to die for their cause, very much.
They were non-negotiable with this.
Okay. And did you get the message?
Yes, we did. They were looking for the same thing, by the way.
Hand that over.
I will get Roy to take a look at this. Well done. Thank you very much. I think you deserved some R&R.
Can I ask for a favor, actually? And I'm actually gonna give her Finn's dock tags and be, can you put this on the Finnegan?
I will put them on the little rear view mirror.
Aww.
Is there anything else any of you wants to do before you go back to cryo?
Well, we give them the dog tags of the black ops that we
Wanna
killed.
cry yourself to sleep.
Oh,
Shame on you.
Yeah, they will put those bodies in betting it's a big ship, they will have a morgue to transport it back.
And then we have the droid, the androids.
Did you take that one too?
Well, no, but we have the encryption code that we found in there, right?
Yeah.
It might be important. It might be useful.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what everybody else does, but as like, you know, last one to leave, turning out the lights kind of thing, like whatever everybody else gets up to pre-jumping into cryo. Hank again makes his way over to the hangar bay, does some more final checks, makes sure, you know, things are level again, and then again as he's leaving to go back to the cryo bay and barracks, turns out the light, activates the terminal on the wall, and sends out another little private encrypted message to the same people he sent a message to at the start of the session here.
Okay.
That's deeply concerning.
It is deeply concerning. But you know, That's all we're gonna get apparently. So.
Okay.
I write in my report that, when I write up a report, I don't know if I'm supposed to write a report, but I'm gonna hand one in
Somebody
anyway.
has to write a report. Yeah.
I'm gonna commend Lucas for his heroics, which he did jump in front of the thingy and then he took the cockpit with risk for his own life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna commend you for your quick thinking.
Oh.
And I'm gonna
That's very
and I'm gonna put emphasis on the fact that we tried to tell these guys that we were on the same side, but they kept shooting at us. So so we don't get court-martialed.
Let's not get court-martialed.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah. Some quick tactical thinking.
None of us died.
I can't believe that.
We took a really dumb fall down an elevator.
Yeah, that was.
And then fell down.
I need art for that. Just
Yeah, but the new rules make it a lot harder to die. There's some very specific things that need to happen to die.
Yeah.
So
Still, I'm very surprised none of us even went down.
Mhm.
So,
yeah.
you took care of those guys pretty well.
I'm so happy we got that chokehold position.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you took grenades with you.
When in doubt,
Right.
use grenades. I mean,
Let's go over the agendas. Let's start on this side.
My personal agenda is he's only just gotten the message that his brother died in the line of duty, and he's angry about it. He wants to know more about what happened. I do think I achieved that right at the beginning.
Yeah. I think I sort of stumbled on my words, but I would have explained it pretty accurately. And I think I would also, at this point, compare this mission to the previous one and say that's exactly the people we encountered. That's where you should aim your anger for the most part.
I don't think I did mine, but I just had fun. You want to climb rank, take charge, and prove yourself.
Yeah, not actively.
No, but it didn't need to be. Did not need to happen because things were going well. Let's say.
my priority was saving lives, not taking them and standing up for that. I
Well,
think
you
I
did-
compromised maybe,
But you tried. You tried. You threw yourself in between for the disarming the robot. So I will give you 1 story point for that.
They prefer androids.
I'm full. It doesn't even matter what.
Yeah, for sure. It
yeah.
doesn't really matter. But tell us.
My personal agenda, as it has been this whole time, is prove myself as a worthy leader.
The thing is, she commended you in a report, so you would have gotten an extra story point. But since you are at 3,
Yeah, I know.
And mine was get your hands on valuable information to climb the ladder.
you did that because
Well,
yeah.
Can I spoil it or?
he has one more person he works for.
Well, we
Yeah,
had
I
an
think
inkling
I
of that, but we weren't gonna metagame that.
Can I read it out?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, you're a low-level member of Deep Void embedded in this team. You've just been transferred to the Tambatam from a ground base. Your mission is to keep your eyes open for any information that might be useful to the organization or any information that might be better off disappeared. Whatever will help to get your ticket to go deeper into the organization.
Yeah, that's definitely a story point.
Very compromised.
Yeah.
So now
thank
you have a
all.
story point. So now you have to come back. So if you lose
Obviously,
it-
yeah.
Yes.
I need one of those nifty little cards.
I can make one for you. They're over here.
Hell yeah.
Could have spent one too, but I don't know. It's like health potions. You say I'm gonna use it for the final boss, and then the final boss is so easy that you don't use them.
I wouldn't say this was easy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this was a challenge, but
I really do think we use some top-notch tactics.
So just, I'm wondering. So you came all the way over here to join a game session. Was it what you expected?
all of that and more.
Yeah, because I was a bit afraid. I didn't throw in any xenomorphs, but so I was a bit scared.
No, I'm not always expecting xenomorphs myself. I mean, you know, as a fellow game mother, I do know that, you know, not everything has to be about the alien all the time in this game. Sometimes, obviously, the people are the real monsters. All right, Reese, Datandris, Corbin, Cameron, Chad, Patty, Cody, Heather. I did it. And hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Everybody out in TV land. Dara, happy birthday. It's a little late, I know. And Circa, looking forward to seeing you real soon.
All right, that means that we played offline and online all the side missions of the Frontier War.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm actually quite relieved that I can check that box.
So, well done, us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and tomorrow I will be back with a couple of the players on this table for our campaign.
Yes.
So that's the next one coming up. Then all that's left for me is to thank all of my players at the table and all of you home watching. See you soon for the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
So that was it. But before I thank you all for watching, I must remind you that if you want to play any of our scenarios, you can download them for free on our Ko-Fi page. This is also the place that you can support the channel if you wish to do so, but no obligation. Next up will be our campaign. We are really kicking off season 3 and we already recorded a part of it, so I'm going into post on that one. War of the Colonies. It will pick up right after the Frontier War with all of the colonies in turmoil, and our small team of, let's call them freelancers, are operating out of Novgorod Station, living job to job, making ends meet. So I can't wait to introduce these characters to you, because for once our players made them and created them, and they are such a cool band of characters. But yeah, that is coming up soon. I am working on it and I hope to see you when it is finished. So thank you all for watching. Bye.